Okay, so our next speaker is Sonya Kupka. She is from where am I here? Dietitians of Canada. I'm reading the wrong note and I knew it didn't match. She's the BC Regional Director, and we've got some interesting, we've got a strong relationship, long background, and an interesting perspective to hear from Dietitians of Canada and their interrelationship with the college here.
Great, thank you very much, and thank you for the invitation. It's a real pleasure to be here today. And pretty impressive hearing some of the history. I'm thinking, my thought was, yeah, I was kind of the same place as tomorrow in terms of, really, I have to pay another $500? And then I'm thinking, man, I hope I was one of those 200 dietitians that had that vision. I don't know if you've got the list, Laura, but I think I was. So many thanks to the visionaries who helped to make all this happen, as well as to those that got us to this point. So when Fern and I talked, and she invited me to speak on this today, and thinking of a title, I think we got quite excited, both having that conversation, and so what I would really like to speak to is that we're partners in creating a fantastic future. And so you've heard a little bit from Tamara about PDIP, this partnership, and I'd like to build on that a little bit and expand on it. As dietitians, we're supported by many people and many organizations. There's 4 formal groups that I see as really bolstering up the 4-legged stool that we can stand upon, or when we need to sit and lean back on. But they're the ones that create excellence for us in our profession. Certainly the universities providing excellence in education, whether it be through the original undergraduate, the internship, our master's degree, or on an ongoing basis as preceptors. Employers are the one that I would add to, in addition to the partners mentioned in PDIP. And by employers, I mean not just health authorities as a whole, but our managers, our clinical managers and leaders, our practice leaders. And through our employment sites, we're continued as dietitians to be provided with challenges and opportunities for growth and strengthening ourselves as a profession. Our professional associations, Dietitians of Canada being one of them. I think Jane provided a good insight as to some of the work that we've been doing lately as a professional association. We rattle some cages, we make sure that people at all levels in the organization and government know about dietitians, are aware of the great work that we can do, and also where there's opportunities for improvement. And to the person who put the question forward about the student loan forgiveness piece, we actually wrote the Premier when she first came into office about that program, and so we're still continuing to work for that kind of change. That's the kind of work that your professional association does on your behalf. And then the college, the newest partner in this 4-legged stool. We are so fortunate to have a college. It strengthens us as a profession. With the exclusive, or not the exclusive, but with the primary role of protecting the public, that really enhances our reputation, and it puts us in a very strong position to be able to really provide reassurance that we're practicing in an ethical kind of a manner. And so having that partnership with the college and working together, there's many issues that we can and have worked on. And often the outcomes that we're looking for are ultimately the same, but perhaps the reason for acting on those outcomes might be different. And so I'll give an example of a couple of things that Fern and I are working on. We're working together with the larger group as well on dietetic workforce issues. Already the whole issue about the trend towards registered holistic nutrition is sort of the latest new profession to get interest in the area of food and nutrition. That's something that we're working together on. And the college is uniquely and strongly positioned to take action on that. And so together we're moving forward on that, and actually tomorrow we're talking about some correspondence that we're sending out collectively. We're working together on another dietetic workforce issue, and that's the other issue that came up, and that was about primary and community care. From the college's perspective, they're in a very good position to alert government that a shortage of dietitians can be a systemic barrier to safe and effective practice. And so as a professional association, we come with a different reason, and we're seen as having different interests. But our college comes from the perspective of protecting the public, and that's a really fortunate perspective to be able to have. You've heard a little bit about the good work that's been happening at a national level as well around the competencies and moving towards an updated accreditation process. So as I was reflecting upon our partnership and the good work we're doing, I thought of a quote from Kahil Gibran, and this is often something that you hear at weddings, but I thought it's kind of appropriate because we are talking about a relationship between professional associations and the concept that our professional association and our college, educators, and also our employers, we stand together and yet not too near together. For the pillars of the temple stand apart, and the oak tree and the cypress grow not in each other's shadow. And so we do have distinct and unique roles, and yet we're working towards a common goal. And so I'm so excited to be here to celebrate the 10 years. It's a significant accomplishment. The next 10 years are going to be fantastic because we've already had a lot of firsts. We've figured out a lot of stuff, how to move together, and so we'll be able to move forward and get many more accomplishments. So I'd like to congratulate the current and the past board members and thank them for their vision and their strength. And I'd also like to especially acknowledge Fern for the significant accomplishment over the 10 years. We look forward to further, I was going to say collaboration, but I'll say co-creation. A small gift to remind you of our friendship. So thank you again.